Good Monday morning, meaties. Welcome back. Welcome back. Happy New Year. Welcome to your Monday morning live stream with horror news and channel updates. Shout out to Zach for being the first in the chat this morning. This early Monday morning. Welcome. We're here. We're ready to go. Fucking ready to do it, man. I hope everyone had a nice holiday break. A nice beginning of the year. If you haven't watched the live streams, I've been doing stuff here on YouTube and on Twitch. On YouTube, we did a fun little ranking video at the end of last year, and yesterday I picked the Thing game back up, determined to finish that one, not let it fall into the bin of discarded toys, along with so many other games that have been started on the channel and dropped before we finish them. Shout out to Silent Hill. Shout out to Silent Hill 2. Shout out to Alien Isolation. Shout out to... What else have I played? What else have I started and never finished on streams? One of the Dooms. I might not have finished Doom 2. Did I finish Doom 2? The Quarry. Shout out to The Quarry. Yep. Oh, people were ready with that one. They were like, The Quarry. That's the one that you didn't finish. That's the one that we were all watching that you just dropped. But I'm determined to finish the thing. And then over on Twitch, because it is less of a horror thing, you can see me watching Fortnite. You'll catch me doing that during any downtime I have, because I got hooked on that over winter break. If they re-release the horror skins that I missed out on during Halloween, I'll play those here on YouTube. But in the meantime, it's just me and my buddy Mike. Zorn will probably join us at some point because he loves Fortnite. I get them victory royales though. I'm telling you, man, it's a good game, and I'm okay at it. I'm okay at it. Mug of the day is Daddy Want the Big Breakfast from Tom Cardy. Very talented comedic musician comedic. James Fortnite skin. We need business James as a Fortnite skin. That's what we need. Running around just like with a cigar and a monocle. Make it happen, Fortnite. Bring it up. All right, let's get to the news. What's going on with slow mode? Slow mode's always on. It's to prevent spam. Everyone makes fun of Fortnite until you actually play it. Then it gets your hooks. Yeah, that's right, Ben. That is right. Social media manager and producer Ben Bellevue, who makes these live streams possible. Also in the house, got Michael, social media coordinator, who also plays Fortnite. Michael played with me and my other buddy Mike and our buddy Willem. And we squatted up and we won 3 of the 4 matches we played that day. So, pretty cool. Pretty cool. I am aware that the In a Violent Nature kill count trailer has the wrong date. Thank you, Dragon Rider. It will not be coming out on November 29th. It'll be coming out this Friday. It'll be coming out this Friday. We'll get to that in the Dead Meat news. First, let's do the horror stuff. Starting with Demi Moore last night won a Golden Globe for Best Leading Actress in a Comedy or Musical. That's what The Substance was submitted as. To be fair, it is a pretty funny movie. But yes, she said in her acceptance speech that this was her first major award that she's won. She did win a Saturn in the early 90s for Ghost, but I guess the Saturn isn't a major award. But her acceptance speech, I haven't listened to it yet. I haven't watched it, but apparently was extremely well received and may influence her ability to win the Oscar, which we're rooting for her to get it. I was also a big fan of Mikey Madison in Anora. Haven't seen all the other films, but you know what? Would love Demi to get it. So happy for her, so proud of her. We'll see. We don't even have the Oscar noms yet, so we'll see when those come out. I saw the TV Glow's director, Jane Schoenbrun, is going to make a sort of slasher. The title, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma, just, it falls in line with their other movies' titles of just being long and kind of confusing, because We're All Going to the World's Fair was their first film, And then I Saw the TV Glow, and now Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. If you haven't seen I Saw the TV Glow, my housemate and good friend James Gressel just watched it and loved it. It is a very colorful, very bizarre movie that is on the stranger side, but also very emotional and great for people who love 90s fantasy shows, not fantasy, genre shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It leans into that a lot, all while being an allegory for being uncomfortable in your body, a la a trans person, because Jane Schoenbrun is a trans person. And in fact, this next film will take a meta look at slasher franchises and their legacy from a psychosexual point of view. It will follow a queer filmmaker hired to direct a new installment of a long-running slasher franchise who fixates on the prospect of casting the final girl from the original movie, and the two women descend into a frenzy of psychosexual mania. I'm sure it'll be real weird and real surreal, just as all of Schoenbrun's movies have been so far. I've really enjoyed them. They're very good, atmospheric, just unique movies. They're very unique, and I appreciate them for that. So we'll keep an eye out for developments on that. The Mummy is being written and directed by Lee Cronin, who gave us Evil Dead Rise. Really enjoyed that movie. This is not a Universal movie. He's making this with Atomic Monster and Blumhouse, and they are distributing it through New Line. So nothing to do with Universal, which is weird to see a Universal monster, a traditional Universal monster, be with a different studio. But regardless, I'm excited for anything that Lee Cronin's doing. I really enjoyed Evil Dead Rise, and it was a blast, especially with the direction, with the tone, with the performances, and I'm excited to see what he does with Mummy. I don't know if we have any details about what the story will be or who will be involved other than the producers and studios, but I mean, it's one of those movies where it's the filmmaker's enough for me to be interested and check it out. Andy Crump's got a point. A movie where characters descend into a hole in the ground, come across malevolent entities. Sounds like a Lee Cronin joint. And, you know, if we haven't still done the OG Mummy kill count by this point, that would be a good reason to do it. Because the Nosferatu kill count actually did pretty decent for a movie from 1922. Thanks to the, decent by modern standards. Thanks to the release of, in fact... Oh, I can't see these tabs. Thanks to the success of Robert Eggers' Nosferatu, which, this is out of date by a week, because this is, first live stream we're doing in a few weeks. Nosferatu's doing great at the box office. It's going to make more money than all of Robert Eggers' previous films combined, which is great. We just saw it a second time 2 nights ago. And we will have the podcast out on it this week, so you'll get to hear a hour and 40-minute discussion about it. We went in depth on it, talking about the themes, the representations of what Nosferatu, of what Count Orlok is. Bounce on it, crazy style. But yes, it's doing really well at the box office. It's already passed 100 million globally and is on track to, I believe, eventually hit 200 mil globally, which is great. It had a strong international opening the other day. It's doing pretty well domestically. It's really proud of this movie, really proud of Eggers, who obviously is an extremely talented filmmaker, but whose very specific style of filmmaking doesn't always connect with a general audience, as evidenced by the low box office intake of his previous films, especially the last 2, The Northman and The Lighthouse especially, I think, just did not bring in that much money. And, those 2 in a row, if Nosferatu had bombed, I'd be concerned about his opportunities to keep making movies, just because no matter how good your movies are, at the end of the day, they need to make their money back, or else, you know, it's not charity, unfortunately. It's no company is going to give you money and take a loss just so you can make your cool little art project. So I'm glad that he had a hit here, that he was able to... This slow mode stuff is really annoying. I mean, if you guys be good, if you guys promise to be good, maybe I can turn it off, okay? Because you're the live stream audience. It's not like we're doing a game stream here, you know? So let me pop in here real fast. Let me see if I can take the guardrails off. As long as y'all promise to be good. Okay? Oh, it's not working right, someone said? I believe you. I believe you. I've seen enough evidence from people saying they don't like it. Can I turn it off even while we're doing this? Let me see. I don't even know how to access this live show while... Oh, it is right there. Great. Okay. Slow mode has been turned off. Now behave yourselves. Slow mode is off. Chat away, baby. You gotta respect the balance. That's right. Anyway, proud of Nosferatu. Okay, all right. Don't use spam, you little children. Back to the other stuff. What do we got? Where were we? Oh yeah, The Mummy, and then now we were on to Neon and Longlegs star Maika Monroe reuniting on Brides from Chloe Okuno. Chloe Okuno did the, was it called Sewer Drain? The Ratma segment from VHS 94. And then did Watcher, which is a fantastic movie starring Maika Monroe. So this is also a little reunion for those two. And now, Chloe Okuno will be making a film called Brides for Neon, starring Maika Monroe. Anything Maika does, I'm excited. Storm Drain, thank you. Anything Maika does, I'm excited for. We got to meet her and chat with her before a special Dead Meat early presentation of Longlegs that we did at VidCon. She's just so nice. She came an hour early just to like get to know us and chat with us and hang out with us in a tiny little green room. Her and her boyfriend, and she's just so nice. She was very down to earth and chill to talk to, so really appreciate her doing that. And now she's gonna be in Brides, which sounds like it could be a Brides of Dracula type thing, right? It'll star Maika and her husband, not in real life, her character's husband, who travel to a remote Italian villa where the villa's owner, a mysterious count, takes a peculiar interest in Sally. So yeah, sounds like some Dracula stuff going on. Lots of Draculas. Lots of Draculas and vampires in our zeitgeist right now. That's the other thing. I'm glad Nosferatu did well, because the previous vampire movies have not been performing well in terms of... Abigail was a letdown at the box office, unfortunately, as was Last Voyage of the Demeter and Renfield. All of them just... I don't know. Abigail maybe did its money back. I don't know. But the other two definitely didn't. So this one, Nosferatu maybe broke the curse, the vampire curse. And hopefully this one will do well as well. Just like movies succeeding. 3 new Fear Street movies are coming, says R.L. Stine. These are in addition to Prom Queen, which was previously announced. Nothing else to say about them. Just that there are 3 new Fear Street movies going on. I know that Lee Janiak, I don't think that she's involved in Prom Night, so I wonder if she'll be involved in any of these. But you know what? If she's done with Fear Street movies, that's fine. She can go and do whatever she wants. I will watch it. All the respect I have for her for helming that whole fucking trilogy like she did. It was so impressive. If you watch those kill counts, you will see just how crazy it was that she ended up directing all 3 of those when she wasn't supposed to at first. And, yep, all Stein says is that the writers are working. So he's got his fingers crossed. There's lots of Fear Street material to adapt. These horror novels started coming out in 1989. There are over 50 books in the series. Has more than 100 spin-off entries. So plenty to adapt here. And as Stein said, the reason people like the Fear Street books is that they kill teens. Everyone loves it when you kill teenagers. That's why we're all here, right? Friday the 13th game servers have shut down. This article was from New Year's Eve. That was when they shut down that night. Anyone play up until the servers shut down? Anyone have any fun stories about being there when the game unfortunately ended? I will always hold such reverence for this game and such appreciation for it, because it's a big part of why the kill count took off as much as it did. It came out as the kill counts were just getting started, and people looked up Friday the 13th because of the game and found the kill counts, and then I streamed the game and those did really well. This game is so integral to where I am right now, sitting here talking to all of you on a Monday morning on the second channel we have on YouTube, and I'm sad that it went down. You know, the licensing and legal mishaps brought it down because it couldn't continue to make new content or update. So it's sad to see it go. It was definitely one of my favorite of the asymmetrical multiplayer online games. It was a blast to play. It was very atmospheric, thanks especially to the music and sound design. And you know, I'm just nostalgic thinking about it. Thinking about playing it. Thinking about, you know, hearing the voice chat and people being creepy while they're Jason, and people screaming and running around and having the lights off and playing it. It was really fun, a really good experience, and I'm sad that it's gone. That sucks, man. That sucks. So, RIP to Friday the 13th, the game. It's a damn shame. Thank you for helping the channel so much. A lot of Scream 7 news here. A lot of Scream 7 casting news. First off, Mason Gooding is returning to the series. So he'll be back, reprising his role as Chad Meeks Martin. No news on Jasmine Savoy Brown yet, but he did say previously that he assumed that Scream 7 would get made. So here, this is our first verified connection to Screams 5 and 6. You know, we've already had Neve Campbell confirmed as returning, who was in Scream 5, but, you know, they could have just ignored Screams 5 and 6 since Melissa and Jenna aren't coming back. But with Chad's character returning, that is a direct connection to those movies. So that shows that it will be continuing that story and not completely ignoring it. I don't know how his character will fit in without the Carpenter sisters, but I guess we'll find out. I love how people are like, oh, he's gonna be the opening kill. Every single time a casting announcement is made for a Scream movie, every single time people are like, oh, they're the opening kill. It doesn't matter who it is. I see people say McKenna Grace is gonna be the opening kill. We got another one coming up, Anna Camp. When she announced it, people were like, probably opening kill. Every single person who gets announced, everyone's like, oh, they're probably the opening kill. It's so funny. Jordan says, we will not be Drew Barrymore again. Better not cotton weary him. Yes, Courtney Cox is also returning. So we will have Courtney and Neve back for Scream 7. Courtney said, hope filmmakers could find a way to bring Dewey back. I understand the reasons they did it, but whoa, talk about a missed character. Dewey is so loved by Scream fans. They have to figure it out. I hope they don't, Courtney. I love Dewey. It'd be great to still have him around, but it'd be bad if they brought him back, because we saw that guy die. He's very dead. His spine, yes. Caleb, his spine was severed, Courtney. Maybe as a flashback. You know, you can do a little flashback. I don't think the Scream movies have any flashbacks, though, do they? I don't think they do, dude. That'd be weird. I mean, I'm not going to say you can't have flashbacks if you haven't in your first 6 movies, but Maybe throw him on a videotape. Who knows? And then, yes, here it is. Anna Camp also joined Scream 7. Anna Camp, lovely human being. Lovely human being. Got to talk to her on Scream Dreams, the podcast I do with Barbara Crampton and Catherine Corcoran, which is currently taking a little break. We'll be back later this year, but she's just a lovely person to talk to. And will she be the opening kill? That's a good question, Brady. Someone's got to be, right? Actually, no. Someone doesn't have to be, thanks to Scream 5. They broke that chain. They said, nah. We can have an opening scene without a kill. Watch us. Anna Camp, who is, of course, best known for her role in Hysteria on Peacock. My co-star. She's second billed, right under my name, in Hysteria, for my 20-second cameo. If that. It's probably not 20 seconds. It's probably a good 12. But that's a good 12 seconds. Watch Hysteria on Peacock. Get that shit renewed. She is actually very good in it. She's excellent in it. It's a kind of True Blood-esque role for her. Did they mention True Blood in this or no? Or are they just talking about Pitch Perfect? Oh, there it is. Yeah, there's True Blood. Okay. Anyway, she's great. I love her. Yes, she is best known for Pitch Perfect. I was being facetious. I was joking around. I was just having a little fun. All right? It's okay. Hurry Up Tomorrow is a horror movie starring The Weeknd and Jenna Ortega. That's coming out in May. It stars The Weeknd. Oh, nope. That is just, it is timed with the debut of his new album and tour. Great. And it features new music by him. Great. What's it about? Oh, Barry Keoghan's in it, too. Oh, wow. Have these two done anything together, or were they just in, or were they just both in Sabrina videos? Jenna and Barry. Oh, Abel is a visionary whose art cannot be confined by any single medium, just like The Weeknd. With Hurry Up Tomorrow in partnership with Trey. Oh, wait. Trey. This is part of... Oh, no. Abel is The Weeknd's real name. Abel's not a character he's playing. I'm sorry. He is a visionary whose artist cannot be confined by a single medium. And in partnership with Trey... What's Trey? What's Trey? Oh, Trey Edward Schultz wrote and directed the feature film, who previously did It Comes at Night. In partnership with Trey, his musical universe expands onto the big screen with a psychological thriller. We don't say horror here. We want prestige. A psychological thriller that will usher in a new cinematic experience for fans. You're not just watching a movie, you're having a cinematic experience. We are thrilled to be bringing it to audiences. What's it about? Hurry up and tell me what it's about tomorrow. Or today. Whatever, it's fine. Not many details, but it's existing. It's going to exist. 28 years later, The Bone Temple is going to come out in January 2026. You're 1 year away from your second new 28 blank movie. And it's going to be directed by Nia DaCosta, which is great. Awesome. She directed the Candyman requel, which the direction in that movie is so fucking good. Whether or not you like it as a whole, whatever. Dude, the direction in that movie is fantastic. It's so visually interesting. I loved it and was so sad when she got snatched out from that to do a Marvel movie, which then did not perform that well. Did she do The Marvels? Is that the one she did? But I'm glad she's back to horror. I'm glad she's coming back. And doing 28 years later, The Bone Temple, which will be the sequel to 28 years later. Fuck yeah, dude. So excited for that. So, yes. The trailer for 28 years later, it broke records. It's got how many millions of views? 60 million views in its first 24 hours? Holy shit, dude. Wow. Fantastic. Hoping these movies are big hits. I assume if that first one is good, that The Bone Temple will also be great, do well financially, and I may have misspoken in our trailer breakdown, which you can see on this channel, which did pretty well. It might not be a new trilogy that they're doing. It might just be these two. I'm not sure. Horror is up right now. Horror's been up, baby. Aside for the slight downturn in 2020, 2021, just because all movies had that downturn, horror has been doing so well since I think 2017 is when I mark that, and not just because that's when Dead Meat started, but because I always cite the double hitter of Get Out and It as the well-acclaimed movie and the big box office hit that brought in a lot of new, younger people to the genre. I think since 2017, horror has just been hit after hit after hit, aside from 2020 and 2021. But yeah, 2022, I still think is the benchmark year, the highest point. But 2024 has also been really, really good. So we're doing great, dude. We're doing great. And finally, that new Anaconda movie we've talked about here before, that'll be coming out Christmas of this year, 2025. It's the weird, I don't even know if it's going to be a horror movie or if it's just going to be a straight comedy. It's about like middle-aged friends trying to remake their childhood favorite movie or something. It's got Jack Black. It's got I don't know, man. A group of friends facing midlife crises who are remaking their favorite movie from their youth. Okay. Sure. It'll probably be goofy. All right. Dead Meat news. We had the first ever, the first ever, I think, video game playthrough kill count is, I think, the most accurate way to describe it, with the Resident Evil kill count hosted by Zoran that came out on Friday. Because, yes, we've done Mortal Kombat, we've done Danganronpa, but neither of those really focused on the playthrough aspect, especially the subjective playthrough aspect of those games. With this, Zoran actually played through the game, captured all that footage, and kind of used that as a basis for the kill count structure of the video. So it is different, and along with that difference comes a new branding for those episodes that he will be releasing once a month on the first Friday of every month. And that's the green border. We're calling them kill count games right now. And I think he did an exceptional job. I'm so proud of him and everyone else who worked on it. I didn't have too much to do. My job with that was just watching it and being like, all right, Zoran, this bit is a little too much. Let's take that out. Just reeling it back a little sometimes, because Zoran's strategy is throw everything at the wall, and I'm the one who goes in and says, this one's not sticking. But every time I do that for all his kill counts, I'm citing fewer and fewer things to cut. He's honing it in. He's doing great. And so I've probably only cut out like a minute of stuff maybe. But that's all I've done with those. I have nothing to do with the writing, nothing to do with the editing. I'm just kind of a producer on it and making sure that it's in line with the kill count tone. And I think it was fantastic. It was so in depth. It was so heartfelt. And I'm excited for him to continue on with this new format of the kill count. Who cut off his stash? He only wanted to grow his stash. Why did you want to cut the secret tunnel bit? Oh, why was that publicly? How'd you know I wanted to cut the secret tunnel? Because I didn't know what the fuck it was, and it was him singing. I'm always wary of singing. Any of us singing. I think that it's a risky thing to do. It kind of slows things down. So it was like the singing joke that also came up a second time, and I was like, what is this? Oh, Zorn mentioned it in the premiere chat. Okay. But then he told me, like, no, this is like a big thing for Avatar fans. And yeah, I never watched Avatar The Last Airbender. I remember I just yelled out to Fiona, who's here. I was like, Fiona, you watch Avatar? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, do you know what the fuck secret tunnel is? And she was like, yeah, I love it. I was like, all right, it's in. There you go. Okay. So that's what, I'm willing to hear him out when I say to cut something, and he will often be like, well, can I rebut that with an argument? I'm like, yeah, I'll hear you out. So it's a nice little back and forth we have. Fully sung through kill count when? Fucking never. No, I'm sorry, YouTube. Yes, that video game kill count was out. I don't know if we're going to retroactively rebrand the Mortal Kombat and Danganronpa kill counts with the green video game kill count thing. Because, like, they are video game kill counts. Obviously, they're not movies, but we're not counting the playthroughs. They're different. There's a difference there. So I don't know. But I do hope to eventually finish up the other 2 Mortal Kombat games and for Chelsea to do the other 2 Danganronpa games. Just because Zorn is going to be doing other video games, he will not be finishing those series. Those 2 are near and dear to me and Chelsea's hearts. Zorn will be continuing his series with Outlast next month, which is a great game that I did stream on Dead Meat way back in the day, 2017 or 18. Yeah, those games, the stories are the same regardless of playthroughs. That's why it's different, you know? There's difference. But I don't know if it's good to... I don't know. Whatever. Not that important, I don't think. Yeah, they're more linear. That's right. Zorn's format is for the playthroughs that offer variation. I agree with that. Awesomeness 64. But yes, I'm so proud of him for that, and we'll have Outlast out, and then we've got, I think, the whole year planned out, or roughly an idea of the games that we're going to be playing, but we'll definitely take in feedback and hear people's suggestions on ones to play and do. This week's kill count will be In a Violent Nature, aka Hiking Simulator. Take a walk through the woods, watch that movie, and check out the kill count on Friday. Big fan of that. Wish that it was done and uploaded. I still have to record the on-screen, which makes me a little nervous, but I look stoned. I woke up to do this, man. It's 9:30 in the morning for me, and you're talking to someone who, if left to his own devices, will sleep to like noon, because I'm up until 4 usually. Me and Chelsea's sleep schedule, it's fucked up. It's very much like a college student's. I was Fortniting last night. I wasn't Fortnite. Was I Fortnite? I was Fortniting yesterday in the afternoon. Not last night. I was working last night. James, you always look stoned. Don't take it personally. I take that more personally, Caleb. Come on. Anyway, yes. In a Violent Nature, very fun movie that's going to become, or very fun kill count that'll be out on Friday. And then next week, the kill count will be off. And with the new schedule, that'll be movie kill counts every other week. That's what's happening this year. I guess we'll just go ahead and announce the last kill count for January, which again, that will be January the 24th. By popular demand, and to capitalize on how exciting it is right now, we're going to do 28 weeks later. We're dusting off the old script that we were supposed to do in 2023 before things took a downturn with my dad. And then we were going to do it 28 weeks later after the 28 days later episode. But then the strikes happened, so that sucked. But, you know, now we'll have it come out, and I think hype is still high with that trailer and everything, so hopefully that does well. 28 weeks later, we'll be out. And that is a bitch of a movie to count. That is a bitch of a movie to count. But that'll be out on the 24th. Oh my god, it's going to be so difficult to count. There's so many bodies and fire bombs and snipers and shaky camera. God damn it. God damn it. You'll get Terrifier 3. I think Terrifier 3 will probably be out on February 28th. I don't think that's locked in, but I'm pretty sure that that is what we're planning on. Because I'm kind of trying to do the one for me, one for you schedule. In a Violent Nature isn't exactly one for me, but, you know, maybe we'll do Terrifier 3 on the 14th. Maybe these first few months we'll just have the ones that you guys want. Just to, because you're getting so few kill counts for me with the one every other week schedule that maybe I should just do the ones you want. So Deep Red would be for me for sure. Yeah. But Terrifier 3, what do I mean? What do I want? Tantrum? I mean, you know, I want Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. I want, I love you so. I want Deep Red. I want, Night of the Demons. I want 80s schlock, dude. That's what I want. I want Night of the Comet. I want, the Pumpkinhead. But those don't always do that well. Brain Damage. I want Brain Damage. I want the Wishmaster sequels. I want the Stepfather sequels. Unfortunately, I mean, look, I wanted Frankenhooker. Look at that episode. Please look at that episode. Please watch that episode. Can't believe Frankenhooker did the worst out of the episodes last year. I just thought that the name Frankenhooker would be enough of an incitement of like, oh, what is this? This is interesting. You know? Sorry, here come the people complaining that I'm complaining. I'm just discussing the relative views of the episodes and what surprises me. Because what do we got? Frankenhooker did... Yeah, poor Frankenhooker. Like, Nosferatu blew it out of the water. That makes sense with the new movie, but... Want a date? Was it age restricted? No, we don't get our shit age restricted anymore, man. We're careful about that. Phantasm would be great. If you would have made the Frankenhooker thumbnail the butt, it would have gotten millions of views. What, the butt with the check mark? Yeah, Frankenhooker hasn't hit 500, man. Yeah, wow, Frankenhooker did bad. I thought Slugs would do worse than Frankenhooker, but it did not. That was the surprise to me. I was like, I assumed Slugs would perform the worst, but nope, it was Frankenhooker. Oh well. I don't know. We got some the Nosferatu podcast comes out on Wednesday, so you'll see Chelsea and I talking about that movie in depth, and then and we will have interviews out possibly today. The plan is hopefully today for The Wolfman, which is coming out this month. We'll have interviews with Julia Garner, Christopher Abbott, and it was so fucking cool to meet him, Lee Winnell. It'll be 3 interviews back to back to back, all in one video. And that should be out, I think today, if not tomorrow, here on Demi Presents. So keep an eye out for those. We're super excited for that. It was very cool to get to talk to those people in person. After doing, I mean, you'll see it. We got to do some set visits, dude. I guess now I can talk about it because that video is going to be out. They flew us out to New Zealand earlier this year. Not earlier this year, last year. Last May. We went out to New Zealand, dude, and they let us tour the set. We were there for like, actually, it wasn't a long time. It was like just a weekend, I think. But it was a jam-packed weekend. We were on set. We got to meet those actors and Lee. Got to sit down and talk to them. It was really fucking cool. It was an amazing visit. It was in Wellington. Nice little city. But holy shit, man. It was super cool. And then, no, the Shire wasn't near us. That's closer to like Auckland. So we were down in Wellington, which is on the southern end of the Northern Island. And had a great time there. And we will have some kind of video talking about the set visits. We just have to figure out how to make that video. Because we have a ton of B-roll from Chelsea and I and many other people visiting those sets and talking to all the various crew members, costume designers, set designers, stunt coordinators. But we have to kind of frame that up somehow. It was really nice, though. Really awesome. So you will see those interviews, I think, today. We have not seen the movie yet. I think we see it tomorrow. Update on Horror Royal Rumble. What's the date on that, Ben? When does that come out? I mean, it's the week before the WWE Royal Rumble. So what is that? I think that comes out in February. That's on February 1st. So our Rumble should be the 25th. Ooh. Okay. That's the plan. Jesus. That's coming up, dude. Oh, no. Oh no. That's the one problem with our current schedule. With the Rumble and the awards early on in the year. It's hard to enjoy our break at the end of the year. I mean, it was a break. We didn't work on stuff for Christmas and New Year's. But in the back of my mind the whole time, I'm like, hey, when you come back, there's a lot of shit going on. Fuck, man. Yeah, we're going to have to get on that. Tonight we'll finish the entrances, maybe. I think that's the plan. Sorry. God damn it. There's a lot to do. I think that's Dead Meat News. Any other news? Oh, hey, Josh is in the chat. Josh, who has to edit the Rumble, being like, yeah, we need that. Ugh. Okay. Any other Dead Meat questions? And we'll do a couple of trailers before I gotta go. Horror Survivor, that'll be, that's, yep, that too. We're planning on that to be the next KillCon, or the next podcast after Nosferatu, so that would be out on the 22nd. Awards nominations, we're not there yet. Just you just saw my face. Please don't ask about how the awards are going. How are the awards going? They're going. There's just so many movies we have to watch for all these things, dude. And then we'll get like Trauma emailed us and was like, do you want to interview Lloyd? And we were like, yes, we do. But we would want to watch more Trauma movies first. When are we going to have the time to do that? Blah, blah, blah. All right. Let's check out some trailers. Got two for you. First is Death of a Unicorn, starring Jenna Ortega, A24 film from writer-director Alex Sharfman, and starring Jenna Ortega, Paul Rudd, Will Poulter, and Otay Leone. Oh, and Richard E. Grant. Nice. Is this a horror movie?
Ridley? Are you okay?
It kind of felt like it was showing me something. I get this feeling I don't think we're supposed to be here.
The Leopolds donated this entire nature preserve. And they care about a lot of things, not just pharmaceuticals.
Fine. I will sit there and smile.
What is their relationship? Are they a couple?
Sorry, we're late.
What happened? You walked from the airport or what?
It's perfect timing.
I need you to act like everything is fine.
Is there something in your car?
A lot of species in this area are rare. What exactly are we saying this is, though?
I think we know exactly what it is.
A horse-like mammalia.
With some sort of protrusion or growth.
It's a fucking unicorn.
I don't think I should be in swim shorts for this moment.
I don't think that we're supposed to have this.
Who's that actor? That dude?
We need to study it.
Whatever it is, it seems to be the cure for cancer.
Cancer? That's the biggest one.
Oh, that's Will. Oh, God.
For immortality.
I can't recognize
Never
people.
been so alive.
Dad, please just listen to me. We need to give the little one back. Okay, bad things will happen.
Just Jurassic Park a la unicorn. Oh, who's...
You're gonna kill us.
I'll do whatever I have to take care of you. You'd retreat in the face of opportunity.
That horn was rather girthsome.
She was in Glow, yeah. And, wasn't she in the Turn Down for What music video?
I'm picking up vibration.
Here's hoping we kill Bigfoot on the way home, huh?
The horn was rather girthy. That looks fun. I don't know if it's a horror movie, but it looks fun. I want to see it. Will Poulter is just in such a different role that I'm used to seeing him in, because I just know him from like Midsummer and Bandersnatch, where he is much more of a kind of skeevy guy, you know, so much more of a dick. Here he's he's being funny. He's a funny guy in this. And he looks so different. Handsome guy. Okay, and Grafted. What's this one? Teenage girl goes to bloody lengths to achieve popularity in Grafted. Coming to Shudder on January 24th. Black Mirror. Bandersnatch. It was a Black Mirror. It was like Black Mirror's Bandersnatch, right? Wasn't it Bandersnatch? Wasn't that what it's called? Oh, we get the mini trailer. We getting the mini trailer first. Kinda.
Hey! Wait. Come meet your cousin. I know, things have been hard lately. Don't worry. Everything's going to be okay.
Your father's a scientist.
Was.
Think of the potential here. Burns victims, deformities.
Oh my god.
Possessor.
Make people beautiful.
Good body horror stuff. It was the EP, but still. Are we gonna get like an American Mary style body horror cosmetics?
Look at you. You look ridiculous.
What have you done?
Reanimator meets Mean Girls, okay.
Everyone is going to love me.
It's funny, this would have had to have been getting made before The Substance came out. But I can see a lot of similarities in terms of themes and such. And I wonder if that is going to be a trend going forward just because of how well received The Substance was. I mean, Get Out, you could argue, kind of kicked off the elevated horror, you know, horror with like a social message behind it because it was so well received and got Oscar nominations. I wonder if The Substance is going to do the same thing where it's a lot of movies focused on like women. I mean, we get those a lot anyway, like women and their concerns about how they're received by society, especially as they age, taking that concept, using body horror to address it. So I wonder if between this and The Substance, it's going to have a bunch going on. Well, that was the Golden Globe that it won on being a comedy. The Oscars doesn't have that differentiation, so Demi Moore will likely, almost certainly get the Oscar nomination for Best Actress in a leading role at the Oscars, and hoping that we'll have a win there. Yeah, why are all these SNL? I barely watch SNL. I've watched maybe like 2 SNL clips. Why are all these popping up in my recommendations? That could be more embarrassing, maybe. Whatever. All right. Oh yeah, and then there's some movies coming out. I don't really. The Mickey Slay House, Mickey Slay. That comes out whenever. And The Man in the White Van. What was this one? A Stalker. Warren Skeels is the right director. Oh, Sean Astin, Ali Larder. Nice cast. Okay. Probably streaming, I'm guessing. Man in the White Van. I'm not sure. And Bird Eater. Nosferatu. Eric Canuck. Okay. I think that's all I got for you. Gonna get back to the workout. Make sure you're following Dead Meat on social media, by the way, because we put some fun stuff on there. It's fun stuff like the Dead Meat Hear Me Out cake. That's a little short that we had on our Instagram and TikTok. Our TikTok that, you know, might not exist in a couple of weeks. Who knows? We'll see what happens with that. But keep an eye out for fun stuff. I will eventually do those book recommendations. I finally got back into reading this year. I started with Mrs. March. Anyone read that? I'm already halfway through. It's a quick read, but I'm enjoying it. A very, very paranoid, unlikable main character. Love it. Love that. All right. Am I checking out Raw tonight? If I can catch up, man. I'm still behind. Still behind on but I know that's going to be like a big episode, so I'm trying to catch up. I mean, I'll put it on during my workout right now. All right. Cool. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. It's great to be back. Wonderful to have these again. And so I'll see you next week. And probably on a stream before then, if we're being honest, probably with the Thing game and over on Twitch, some Fortnite. So just keep an eye out for that if you like hanging out with these. And we'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.